Okay, so if I ask you to figure this out, this is technically a y-intercept, right? This is a ball. I'm throwing a ball. Okay? What does the y-intercept represent in a situation where I throw a ball? It represents the starting height. You're one step ahead of me. It represents the starting height of something. And how do you actually find it now, Piper? You could go ahead.
Yep. Trace 0.
Trace 0. Then we could talk about this point. So I'm throwing a ball. It's a max point, so there's the x part of it and the y part of it. What would the x probably represent in the scenario of me throwing the ball? The time it took. The time it took. And then the y would now be the max height. And then do we know how to find that on our calculator? Max, and then you need to do a left and a right and then an enter, right? Not sure if you need to write that down or you have that memorized by now. Max, left bound, right bound, enter. So I might have a question like this. What's the height at 10 seconds? So it might be something like this. So what are you going to type in your calculator? Trace 10. So I give you x, figure out the y, right? Trace that x value. What about a question like this? When is the height 50 feet? What do you do there? You do a y2 So if I give you a y and you're trying to figure out x, you do a y2 intersect, right? And then the very last maneuver I think we ever did was, what was going on here? What is the situation of the ball right now in words? It's hitting the ground. So it's like, when does it hit the ground? Obviously the height of it is 0, right? So trace 0. Trace, and then you're doing a 0. And what are you going to probably, I need to do as well? You're going to have to do... No, you don't do y2. You just.
Oh, there's a 0 button.
This one.
Right. Okay, yes.
sorry, you know what? It's not trace, it's like second trace, the calculate. Second trace, calculate a 0. Left, right, enter. And you got them all.